我的故事是这样的。
I was brought up in a Christian family.
我是在一个基督徒的家庭长大。
And my parents were missionaries for 20 years.
我的父母都是传道人，传教，海外传教士。
I wasn't from the fellowship.
那我不是从陶匠之家出生的。
So there were slightly different rules.
所以有不同的规则。
But I knew God all my life.
一辈子都知道有神。
I read the Bible. I prayed. I went to church.
读圣经，上教会，做祷告。
To start off with, I was a pretty good kid.
那一开始我是一个很好的小孩子。
But it came a stage in my life.
那到最后。
Where I built a lot of rebellion and hatred towards my parents.
我开始恨我的父母，开始反叛。
They had a lot of focus on God and on their work.
他们都注重在他们的工作跟神身上。
That I felt like I wasn't so loved anymore.
感觉上好像他们不爱我。
I never really fell into alcohol or drugs.
我没有曾经是有毒瘾或者是酒瘾之类的。
Or partied or done any crazy things.
也没有做过太疯狂的事情。
But I had an issue.
但我有一个问题。
And that was my mind.
就是我的心智。
I used to get a lot of mind battles.
然后我以前就是有一些心智上的征战。
And I used to argue with myself.
我自己跟自己辩论。
And towards others, and not actually being with them.
然后跟其他人辩论。
And so I was kind of a loner as I grew up in school.
所以从小长大的时候，在学校里面都自己一个人。
I thought to myself, if I stayed away from the world,
然后我觉得说，如果跟世界隔离开来的话，
that I wouldn't fall into sin.
这样就不会掉到罪里面去了。
So I was very self-righteous.
所以我那时候是自我公义的人。
So I thought of myself as a good man of God.
都觉得说自己是一个属神的好人。
As a teenager.
然后一个年轻人。
But I didn't really understand the word of God all that well.
但那时候其实不是那么了解神的话语。
So it came to a point when I was 17 years of age.
一直到我17岁的那一年。
And I left home to join the army.
我离开加入了军队。
Because I couldn't bear living at home anymore.
因为受不了待在家里的状况。
And for 2 years, I stopped going to church.
那2年的时间我都没去教会。
And I was still reading my Bible. I was still praying.
还是祷告，但是还是继续读圣经。
But I never had that relationship, that connection with God.
但是从来没有真正的有跟神有关系过。
And that's something I was in search of. That's something I desired. That's something I wanted.
但是我一直想要，一直渴望，一直寻找的事物。
And so it came to a point where I prayed before God, and I went, God, I'm too scared. I'm afraid. I'm lazy.
所以一直到最后我就受不了，我就说我很懒惰，神，我真的想要你啊，我要寻找你。
And I went, God, send me to church. Find someone that can take me to church.
然后就祷告说，神啊，就送一个人来把我带领到教会去吧。
And so 5 months I prayed this prayer.
我祷告了5个月。
And God answered my prayer.
神回应了我的祷告。
And I had a mate from the army that invited me to come to church.
军队有一个朋友，他邀请我去教会。
And the week after I went to church.
1个礼拜之后我就上了教会。
I remember well. It was a clear sunny day.
然后我记得是一个很好的星期天。
And I walked up these stairs.
我走到那个阶梯上面。
I had a lot of pride. I had a lot of ego.
心中有很多的骄傲。
I thought I was everything. I thought I was macho.
觉得说自己很厉害。
But as I entered the doors, I felt the Spirit of God.
我进到那门后面之后，感觉到神的灵。
Everyone was worshiping Christ, and I could just feel the presence of the Spirit.
然后每一个人都在敬拜神，然后就感到神的存在。
I listened to the service. I can't remember really what it was.
我听他讲到，但是可能忘记他讲什么。
But I remember one thing is that God was speaking to me.
但我只记得一件事，神对我说话。
And He made Himself real to me.
他显现了他自己。
It took a little while for me to accept and to repent.
然后花了一点时间才接受，才悔改。
I had a lot of pride.
心中有很多的骄傲。
I wasn't willing to let go of certain things in my life.
我愿意放弃生命中的某些事物。
But as I continued to persevere,
但当我继续坚持下去的时候
as I continued to follow God,
当我继续坚持跟随神
even though it might have taken about a year,
即使说好像花了1年的时间
I think after that 1 year of commitment to God,
那在1年之后
God really started to touch my life and transform me.
神真的开始改变我的生命
I know some people, it can take them 2 weeks, maybe a month,
我知道某些人可能只要花2个礼拜或者1个月而已
to be full on for God and have all this faith.
他们只需要2个月的时间1-2个月的时间就能够完全火热
But me, it took me a year.
那对我来讲是1年
And so after this year, I got rid of my TV.
所以那1年之后我把电视丢掉
I laid aside all the things that I wasn't supposed to do.
把一切不该做的事情都去掉
And I said, God, this is truly your life. I'm giving you my life.
我说神这是你的生命我把我的生命给你
Even though I prayed a prayer of repentance a year ago,
即使1年前我早就已经做过祷告，
this is when I really committed myself fully to God.
但是现在才是我真实的献给自己把自己献给神的那段时间。
And ever since I've been transformed,
然后被改变之后，
God has truly worked in my life.
神真的在我生命里面行了奇迹。
Just quickly, I used to struggle to read and write, to talk to people.
很快的分享一下，我以前呢要读那些东西都很困难，要写东西要跟人家讲话都很困难。
And I asked God to change that for me.
然后神改变了，
And He did.
他真的改变了我。
And so today I'm a living testimony
所以今天我就是活生生的见证，
of God's power.
神的能力的见证。
And I used to be afraid to share my testimony
我以前害怕跟人家分享我的生命见证，
because it's not full of fireworks and excitement.
因为不是说那么兴奋，然后很多的精彩的东西。
But God can transform anyone,
但神可以改变每一个人，
the worst criminal
然后可能有帮派的人，
to the church kid.
或者到教会长大的小孩子，
And it holds a lot of power
然后让他们每个人都拥有能力。
because there are many people that are going through exactly the same situation as you are.
因为很多人有可能正在经历着你的状况，
And you can share what God has done in your life with those people.
你就可以跟他们分享神怎么样改变你的生命。
And God can change them through you.
那神也是因为你改变了他们。
And I'm blessed to be in this congregation.
那我是受到祝福的，能够在这里面。
And I thank God for all that He's done in my life.
那也感谢神他为我所做的一切，
And for the men that He's placed also in my life
以及
to guide me along the way.
以及那些我身边的人，他放在我身边的人，然后帮助我。
And I apologize for all the burdens.
那我抱歉，我造成太多的麻烦负担。
And I praise God and I thank God.
那我感谢神。
Thank you.